I'm gonna wait for people, because this is the prime time for streaming. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, okay. Hello. The pigeons are coming. Hello. 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 Welcome to the stream. This is a more special stream actually. I'm going to be teaching how I edit so I will be teaching you how to rig with Dig Vassal and another way of animating in AfterEffects, and I will be walking you through the process of setting up your rig and like your gotcha, not like it's just a gotcha rig, nothing more, nothing less. More of a simple gotcha rig because that's what I do. I'm not extremely experienced, but you know, it works. You'll hopefully know how I edit. If you're not a computer, I'm sorry, this tutorial probably won't help you at all, though you'll probably learn some keywords like parenting or anchor points, which can be used on a light motion, because I've used a light motion before. A light motion is probably the most similar thing you get to AfterEffects. That's the closest you can get to AfterEffects with the anchor points and all that good jazz. So no parenting in it, but it's the closest you'll be able to get to AfterEffects. Now, AfterEffects costs money, Vegas costs money, the stuff I use costs money, but I have acquired a cracked version, which I can't share because, one, that would be very illegal, two, it's the site's taken down due to legal reasons, so even if I wanted to share, I can't. Plus, you'd have to have a fairly strong computer to be able to run both programs, and like with mine, I'm able to run literally anything, but I don't know about yours. I'm also say that I'm not using a MacBook, I'm using a Windows 10, so the Windows 10 software might be different than a Mac software, which I've used a Mac and it is different. I used to actually use a Mac laptop when I was littler, so both softwares are different, so the Windows is a lot different. So like if you're on Mac, it may be a little different for you, but it shouldn't be too different. Like, I don't know. So the program I'll be using for setting up the rig is Fire Alpaca, which is actually free. It's completely free. There's no hidden purchases that I know of right now. A Chromebook, I don't know, like After Effects is actually a pretty strong program, and you know, Chromebook runs on the Android system, and you would have to purchase it from the Play Store, I believe. I believe that's how you purchase things. I use a Chromebook, but since it's the school program, since it's a school Chromebook, I don't really know how you download apps. So, since school restricts literally everything. But, yeah. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them right now. This is the time to ask them. Thank you. I just do my best. I will also, in the future, probably teach you the basics of Vegas. That way, if you get Vegas, it's actually a very easy program to use. It's probably, like, I would probably say it's a little more complicated than Filmora. Filmora, though, it does everything for you. So, like, you're putting no effort if you're using Filmora. But I'm not saying, if any of you use Filmora, I'm not saying you don't actually try. I'm not. I'm just saying that Filmora does everything automated for you, and Vegas does not. So you actually have to do everything on Vegas. But I know how Filmora works because okay, I'm gonna let you know right now. I've used literally a lot of things. So, the editing softwares I use are Adobe AfterEffects 2020 and Vegas Pro 17.0, and for the art I use Fire Alpaca at 64-bit. Close that out because that's just the thumbnail that I use for the thing. And I'm gonna let you know right now my pronouns are they, them, their. If you have a problem with that, I'm sorry, that's just my pronouns. Yeah, you might have to, you'll have to look it up. I don't really know how downloads for that kind of stuff works on Chromebook, because like I said, I can't do anything on the Chromebook I use, so. Yes, I am using a computer, and yes, you do have to use a computer for these programs. This isn't a fancy tutorial, it's more just a simpler tutorial. Though you do have to spend money to get the programs. No, I don't think I animate well at all. Like, if you're gonna animate like me, you're gonna be trash. I'm kidding. I'm not saying that you're gonna be trash, but my style is trash. So, the only reason I know how to use Duik is because I actually talked to a person who is an actual designer, like graphic designer person or whatever, like an animator. So yeah, and I learned from Curry. Nice. Okay, so the rig I'm gonna be using is this rig. It's my Christmas OC. So we're gonna separate it. We're not gonna do any hair things. We're just gonna do head, torso, arms, and legs. For your arms, you're gonna your arms, this arm, which is the OC's right arm, our left arm, but it's right arm. So we're gonna do that one is right arm, the other one is left arm, same with legs. And we're gonna separate it. This right arm will be on the top, your right hand for your rig will be your top layer, because the reason this is just how I do it. You can put your layers however you want, whatever's more comfortable for you. You can even name them whatever you want, but I like to do right hand, right arm, head, and then whatever comes after that. I don't know. It's not off the top of my head right now. And I would also you would think you would use a white background, but no, please don't. Please don't use a white background. Even if you're more comfortable with it, please don't use a white background, because Fire Alpaca is weird and it wants to be dumb, and it's just so weird. I would say probably for OCs that have dark gray, you would probably do this gray. Same with lighter gray, you probably do a darker gray. I don't know if that's the outlines. So yeah. Hold on, let me remove something. This is sticking out. There we go. This is the parts. This is on top. Not okay. These are on top. Then it'd be your head. Then your collar, your skirt part or shirt part, whatever you want to name it. Torso, and then your legs, which would be this leg and then that leg, and then this arm, and then your hair. I like to use Snippet Tool, which is absolutely free. This is literally built into your software if you use Windows. If you use Mac, I don't know what you use. You may have to download it, but I use this one and it works fine. Wait, let me fix something. I gotta fix their hand. There we go. Okay. This is how you do it. And then I'm going to save it as... Oh, I guess I'm saving it as that. Let me go back and fix that real quick. Yeah. See, this is your screenshot. I'm going to rename it if I can. didn't mean to click the enter button. Okay. Teaching thing. That's just what I want to name mine. You can name yours whatever you want. Oh, and if you're on computer, please do try to follow. If you have the programs. If you don't, then it's okay. But if you do, please try to follow along with me. That way you know what you're doing. Because, yeah, that might be better if you just do it right now and get it over with kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah. Now, I don't know why that's purple, but it won't really matter because the color thing is over. But I'm just going to set mine as white, which it's not really going to affect anything, but it just bothers me for some reason. Anyway, so now we're going to use the magic wand tool, and we're going to cut it out, remove the background, which doesn't really take that long, actually. Like, it depends on your background mostly. Like, if you're using light gray, it also kind of depends on your OC's colors. Like, if you have a dark color palette, I would suggest using light gray. But that's really depends on your outlines as well. Like, if you're using the light gray as an outline and it's the same as the background, you're gonna have to use like a darker color or a lighter color, because then you're gonna be having problems with your outlines and stuff intersecting with the background. So when you like cut out the thing, it's going to cut out your outline along with your background, and that's no fun. I've had that happen to me before, and it's not very fun. So right now I'm just cutting out the background, and I apologize if I talk too fast. I usually do that a lot when I'm talking, and I do that. I don't know why I do that, but if it's too fast for you, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to probably find a person to talk slower. It's really just how I talk, and I apologize. Yeah. It, like, however long it takes really depends on your MC. Like, for me, I have to get these hair things, because it's just how the hair is. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to animate with Adobe AfterEffects. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to be learning how to do anchor points and do lasso, which I'll do the anchor points first because that's more simple. Which all you got to do for that is just parent. It does take longer, but not for the rigging process. It's more of just it takes longer for the animation process, because if you want it to be smooth, you have to keep watching it over and over and over again, and it does get old. But like, if you really try, your end product can be just as amazing as if you were using Do It. And if you're wondering, Do It is free. That's why I use it, because it's free. It's completely free. If you want to know how to put it into your Adobe, you can go watch Curtis tutorial, because I actually forgot how to do it myself because I haven't downloaded another, extension. I call them extensions. They're really just scripts, but I call them extensions. So now we got that. If you're satisfied with how it is right now, go ahead and use it, or like go ahead and just wait for me to finish. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep going so I can get the rest of the gray out, because I want it to look as neat as it can, kind of thing, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep cutting it out. And this is just like the easy process of setting up your reg. Like, it doesn't get easier from here on out. Let me look at the chat. I'm not trying to ignore you. Check your DMs. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna be able to do it on stream because I'd like to keep Discord stuff off stream. Hold on, let me grab my phone. That way I can look at the DM. I don't like to look at that stuff on stream, like said, because of confidential things. Oof. My teacher is spamming my phone. It's funny. It's a cat in the toilet. Nice. Okay. It is hard making those type of gotcha movies, but I don't really animate my movies because that would take way too long, and I would get very, very bored with it very quickly. Not saying animating is boring or anything, but I may lose motivation because it takes so long. So I'm just doing my style I do now. Now you're going to get all of these on their own layers, and you can either cut it or just erase it, but I like to cut it because it's faster. And I would, like, if you're using After Effects, I wouldn't do folders, but I used to use Animate Effects, which is like it's like After Effects, but it's a lot simpler. But it's not a full-blown editor. Like, you can't do audio, which is kind of dumb, but it works, I guess. I would have to do folders because it was a lot easier, and like the program itself kind of required you to use folders. So, but After Effects doesn't really it doesn't want you to use folders because it'll put it as like a composition, which I'll get into later. Ooh, hold on. Know how to do everything, I would probably suggest knowing the basics, or else you're gonna get really confused and frustrated like I did. So, I don't like to rig the collar. I'm probably gonna merge it with the torso, because, yeah. This is the shirt part or skirt, depending on what you're using. This is like, you could either put it as like torso or body. The doing basal part for this would probably, it's body. So, or no, it's actually spine. But, body just, it works better for me. But like I said, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You just set this as body, that way I can merge it. I said frick, by the way. I know it's how I got said that word, which I think I probably did, but I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Merge. Boom. Okay. And this is gonna be your right calf. And it's gonna go above the body, because you'll see in a minute. And the right thigh will also go above the body. Okay. Alright, thigh. Okay. And you're also going to do the other one, which is going to be below the body. L calf, which is like the left calf. The OC is left. Not our left, it's our right. But I learned to look through the OC's point of view. If you want to put it as your right, that's fine. Like, however you do it, it's just however you do it. You don't have to do it just like me. I do things a lot differently than other people. It's more complicated, but it works for me. So now you're gonna do your left or right arm depending on what you're doing, which mine will be a hand and then a arm. Which this process is like probably the shortest process, besides the first method we're gonna go through with anchor points, which is basically like a light motion, but probably more complicated. I don't know. Depends on your experience. Like, a lot of things depend on a lot of things. So, just gonna let you know right now. Back hair. And if you also have like another back hair, like perhaps you have this and a ponytail, you would do the other hair as back hair too, or you could do it as ponytail, which I've never done, but if it works for you, it works for you. Now we're going to do the body. We're gonna put this in the center, that way it's centered. Okay. Wait. What did I do? Oh no. Oh no. Oops. Okay. I gotta go back. Wait. Are you serious? Okay. I can't just paste over L calf because R calf is different. I sometimes do that. And like if you do that, just go back. It's annoying as heck, but it'll make like it's better to just go back. Oh my god, okay. Okay. That's the most annoying thing that could ever happen during your rigging process. So is you accidentally thinking you this like you did it, but you didn't. So well, like in this part, there's other annoying things that you want to try to avoid and not be like me. Like setting your anchor points on the right part, or I don't know. You're all probably laughing at me right now. So that's fine if you are. Go ahead, I don't care. It's only like the third time I've ever done that. So it's okay. Which all I gotta do is just redo it, which is absolutely fine. What you can also do, like for L hand, you can also do it as arm and then the other as forearm. I did that, but then I followed what other people did, and it turned out that it was a lot better for me, because it made more sense to me. Cause like that is your hand, or like I don't know. That kind of is your hand, but whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. Okay, back here. Okay. Now we can do it. Okay. So you're gonna center the body as best as you can. If you don't get it completely in the center, that's fine. I doubt mine's even completely in the center. Your head would probably be like that, or move it over maybe. And then arm would be right there. And I know it looks weird, but it helps. So, and then your shirt part. There we go. And then I'm gonna do that. Try to get the best proportions you can do. If you're new to this, it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get it perfect right away. Like, you just have to accept that kind of thing. I'm going to fix that in a minute, don't worry. But okay, hold on. Like, Gotcha does that for some reason, so it's okay, but there we go. That looks a lot better. And it also helps in the long run. I should probably do that more. Okay, you can place that however you want. Okay, that's basically your whole entire thing. Again, I'm a they them. For shoutouts, you have to be a Patreon or donate. Something similar to mobile, like something that's on mobile that's similar is probably KineMaster or a Light Motion. KineMaster doesn't have like anchor points, but they did fix their software to where it's a lot easier to tween, and like so it doesn't glitch out as much. I even noticed it. Like it was so much easier, and it's so weird, but I don't know. So I'm gonna do Nova Christmas rig rig 1 because I'm gonna do other facial expressions. It would be better if you have a folder. Now what you're gonna do next is you're gonna save this as a PSD file. See, a PSD file. You have to do a PSD file or else it's not gonna come in. And I didn't know After Effects did PSD, but PSD is a lot easier. It is pretty hard on the computer at first if you have no experience. Okay, there we go. And let this, and then I'm gonna close that out. Composition. You can make the size however you want, name however you want. I'm gonna name mine tutorial, and this is how big mine's gonna be. Okay. And now we're going to import file. You're gonna go find your reg, which mine is Nova Christmas Rig 1. And I'm just gonna do that because that's how my settings are. It likes to put this as like a PSD. I'm gonna rename these because it bothers me, I guess. I don't know. Wait, okay. AfterEffects likes to like reorganize your layers for some reason. I don't know why. So it's better to have your file alpaca open. That way you know where to put everything. I type fast, so my process is a lot faster compared to other people's probably because I type fast. So it is literally so easy, but for others it may not be easy. Okay. Now you're going to drag this into your thing, and you can resize it. You know, you can do that, I don't know, whatever you people do. Proportions. I'm gonna do that. I don't know, I probably need to make that head a little wider because that's weird to me. Okay, I think maybe. Sorry, it takes a minute for me, that way I can get the proportions right. Okay, you're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna move mine, that way I can see what I'm doing. Our hand is on top, and then it's our arm, head, body. Oh no, that'd be straight body, both body, my bad. And then I'm gonna do that. Calf, and then our thigh, L, thigh, L, calf, L, hand, and L, arm. That's your layers. Now we're going to move them into position. I don't know why it doesn't just bring it over, but it might be like an After Effects thing. I don't know. Okay. It'll sometimes do like a resolution thing. It's probably to make sure that your computer does not crash, which I don't know why mine does it, because mine won't crash, but yeah, whatever. Go. The short part will cover this, so no issue with that. But I just like to perfect everything, so see. It's gonna look weird, but no one will see it. Only I know that's there. And the people on the stream, but yeah. There we go. Now the rig is done. I'm gonna save it that way. You know, I'm just gonna save it. So I would like to use this in the future. Christmas Nova rig. Yeah. There we go. So now you're gonna parent your layers. Back hair is head. So, and then head would be, well, it won't let me, but for your position, you're gonna do P and then Shift R. That we can have position, and yeah. We need to set our anchor points. Okay, and I need to fix back hair. Whoops, my bad. Don't be like me, please. There we go. Head. And then you're gonna, okay, you get closer. So what you're gonna do for your anchor point is you're gonna do this, and or you can, I think you can click Y. You're gonna have to drag it to wherever you really want, I guess. But to that, that's just so it can rotate nicely. This is so it rotates nicely. See? Yes. Okay. That is how you do that, and then you need to do this for everything, basically. Yeah, it's Y. Okay. And you can test and see how that goes. That's good. I would probably, yeah, I'd probably say that's good, or maybe lower it, or, wow. I would probably redo that. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay. Shirt part, I would probably, I'd probably just go ahead and parent this to the body. That way, it goes with the body, so that way you don't have to worry about that. And then I would hide the shirt part, and then do that. Like, if you want your body to rotate like this, then yeah. But if you want your body to rotate, like, maybe just say that, then you can do that. But I'm gonna do it as, like, here. That way, you know, it just looks better for me. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that works. Thigh. That way you can do that. I think there's a way, so like when you're animating, you can copy and paste your keyframes to where you can where you can just copy it, that way it just repeats, but I don't know how to do that quite yet, so yeah. Now you do that. Okay. Alright. Well, this is already with the head, so if you want to like move it with the head or whatever, you can. Hello, Sumaru. Well, yay, that's awesome. Thank you. That really means a lot. That, like, seriously means a lot. I don't sound too happy about that. Oh my god. But I am. So now you're gonna click the stopwatch because this is how you would record your movements for your animation. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't just let you move it as you go, but that's After Effects for ya. So, okay. Position would just make it where it can move, and rotation is like so it can move even more. There you go. Now, to animate it, we're just gonna do a simple little animation. For me, it's simple. I don't know if it'll be simple for you, but you're gonna just rotate it. As you see, it'll move. There. If this happens, I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna reposition it. That way it looks better. See, there you go. That's a simple animation for you. Anyway, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding, I promise. I'm also gonna do the head as like more rotation like that. And it's also just, I'm just gonna make the back hair do that. Yes, I know, it looks like your hand's broken. She's part of it, man. Okay. If you want your animation to start later for a certain thing, I think you would just do that. That way it would start later for that certain part. yeah. If you wanted to start later, there you go. Kind of thing, I guess. Okay, and then I'm also gonna do wrong thing. Looks like she broke her thing, but she did it. Oh wait, sorry. They didn't break their thing. I promise. It looks it though, and it's fine. Yeah, it looks weird, but it's okay. Let me look to find the shirt part. There we go. There we go. And that's just simple animation. You would do that for any other thing you would do. So, I do hope I reach 5K before the end of the year. That would be pretty cool. Now, I'm not gonna save it, but I'm just gonna open the rig again. This is the more complicated way I animate. Yeah. Okay. I think that's really all the parenting you need to do in the regular parts. So if you already have Duik Bassel installed, you go to Window and then you go to Duik Bassel 2 because that's the name of the script. I'm just gonna ignore this, even though it tells me I need to update. But I feel like if I update them, I'll have to like re-download it and then put nothing again. So for this looks really complicated, but once you get used to it, it'll be easy. So, what? Alright, and you're also just gonna put it where, I guess you think it goes? I don't know how to explain that. And what you can do is, like, after you get it, like, that's forearm and arm. So you would do... Oh, wait, so which one is this? Okay, let me look. I'm sorry. Forearm, so that would be... Our hand would be forearm. That's forearm. Forearm, and then arm. So what you can do is you can rig it as you go, or rig it to see what needs to be fixed. So let me do that and see if it looks okay. I will turn off stretch because I'm just not going to show that monstrosity of a stretch. Okay, we also need to turn off reverse. See? Look, there you go. That's rigged. But we have to also rig the rest of the body. So let's get to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo everything. Because I don't need to do that quite yet. That's the arm I had the most problems with. So I'm glad it was smooth, honestly. I'm also just gonna I'm just gonna line it up with what it was on the other side. And you can rig as many parts as you want. If you don't want to rig both, like all of it, that's fine. You don't have to. Like if you're just gonna rig whatever you're gonna animate with, that's fine. I've never done that, but it's your rig, not mine. Do whatever the heck you want. If you wanna like this decapitate, go ahead. Okay, wait, I need to turn off reverse again. So this is stretch. Hold on. This is stretch. This is called decapitating your OC, not stretching your OC's arm. Okay, let's not do that. Thanks. So, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, I mean, what do you really expect? So it's okay. Looks fine to me. Could be worse. Plus, you can always fix it with, like, as you animate it, you're able to move the parts itself. So you could probably move it if you're having issues with the arm being weird. You can always move it to fix it. It'll be okay. So I like to do leg next, and you do cat. You only do thigh and calf. Hence, that's why we name the layers thigh and calf. Oh, my bad. Did not mean to do that. Okay, shirt part is what I meant to not have showing. So we're gonna just do that. And with legs, I don't have any issues with legs, so I don't really need to check. Calf and thigh would be, yeah, so like just as you go, it would be just S calf and S thigh. Alright. And it would do the same with the other one. Calf 2 and thigh 2. Alright. Now we're gonna do the spine. And this one's weird. So you could do hips if you want to, but I usually do hips. Only 1 layer for spine and 0 layers for the neck. I don't do neck. If you want to play around with thigh, go ahead. I mean, I might one day, but not right now at least. So this is like your hips. Just gonna do that. And there you go. There we go. And really, should be fine. Head would be S head, of course. Shirt would probably be S spine. Body would be S spine. Or it should be at least. Alright. And now you gotta select all of it, and then you're gonna auto rig again. Which, it depends like on your computer's strength, how long that'll take. For me, it only takes like a few seconds to like a minute. Sometimes it takes more, it just depends on how many programs are open. So I'm gonna read the chat while that goes. Oof, don't get in trouble. I do use it to make memes. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna check one by one to see if it works. I'm gonna turn off reverse and stretch. There we go. So this would be controller, and then our arm. Now, let's go to the next one. Turn off reverse, and turn off stretch. Yep, looks fine to me. Just know that if you're very new to this, it will not go completely as smooth as it does for me. The reason mine goes smooth is because I'm more experienced. Reverse for this. Reverse for your legs. Please, or else you're gonna have weird moving legs. So let's check this. Yep, works just fine. Wow, it's actually very surprising that mine actually works good. And alright, let's or leg or left leg for you if you want to do it different. It's absolutely fine. There we go. There we go. You can find a knee, a leg, head. This should be fine on its own, but okay. There we go. Works just fine. And there we go. Everything works just fine. And that's the more complicated way. And I'm just going to save it because I actually really like how this turned out. So I'm going to save it. And you would do the same as you would with the anchor points. You would just do the R and P, but like if you do R first, you have to do Shift P, and same with P. You would do Shift R, and then you would just click the stopwatch and you would animate. There you go. That's how you do it. I'm going to save this again though, that way I can have it in that position if I ever use it. Yeah, that's how you do it. And I guess that's the end of the tutorial. That's really all you need to know. Hopefully if you have a computer, have AfterEffects or whatever, this helped. That's about it. My throat hurts, so I probably need to stop talking or talk very little for the rest of the day because I don't really talk for a long period of time. And because of how I speak, my speech, it just is hard. Anyway, so I'm gonna go now. Hope this was a little bit helpful. Yeah, have a great day.